Twisted frames on a loop, magic pixels a swoop. One click now watch it groove, you know it's got the move. Crazy lights kaleidoscope, everybody's in the scope. Catch a moment, make it hot, endless dance never stop. Get feel with it, oh so swift.
Alright guys, it's time to open your Canva account, create a new design. We are going to do custom size and we want it to be 1920 by 1080 pixels. Alright, we're going to go to Elements. We're going to click and we're going to type in the first letter of our first name. So mine is K. I have the choice of graphics or I have the choice of photos. I'm going to choose graphics. So I'm going to choose See All to see all the graphic options for the letter K. I'm going to find the one that I like and I'm going to click on it. And that's going to insert it into my Canva account. When I click on some of these, I have the choices to change the colors of the letters. In other ones, you'll notice that I don't have those options to change, so you'll have to be mindful when you're picking your letters. Now, once I have one that I like, I'm going to want to make sure that I can get all of the letters in that same style. So I can click the three dots next to the letter, and I can click to see more by that author. Now, when I put in the letter R for my second letter, I'm going to see a lot of that artist's letters, and I'm just looking for the one that's the same. And I continue to do so for each of my letters. All right, it's time to tidy up. So now that our letters are in, we're going to slowly space them across the page. Now we don't have to get them exactly where we want them. We just need to drag them out so they're not overlapping so much. Then we'll be able to click on the off space and select all letters at once. Tap the word position, and then you're going to tap the word tidy up, and it will even your letters up. But you might not like how close they are. So what you can do is you can take the first letter and drag it where you'd want it, and the last letter and drag it where you want it. Reselect all of the letters, position, tidy up, and your name will be aligned. To change the background, click on the white space, click on the color wheel, and then you can take a look at the solid colors and choose any color to change your background. You can also scroll down and find the gradient colors and change those as well. Another option you have is you can go back to the elements. So you might need to click out of anything that you're in or any of your other elements that you were searching for and go back so you clear it out. And then you can search backgrounds. You can use photo backgrounds or graphic backgrounds. It's up to you, but stay away from video backgrounds for right now. Once you've found a background that you like, go ahead and click it. Find the three dots, and you're going to scroll down to replace background. And now you have a new background. Let's change the colors of our letters. Select a letter, select one of the colors to change. Pick your new color and select Change All. This will change the color in every single one of your letters. You'll repeat this step for each different color that you want to change in your letters. Now remember, some of the letters you chose may not be able to change colors, so you'll have to keep that in mind when you're picking your letters. At this point, we have our last slide set. Okay, our background is set, our letters are set, the colors have been changed. So now our last slide of our GIF is all set. So for this next segment, we're going to work backwards. So our last slide is done. Now we have to duplicate, delete letters, and work backwards. So stay with me as it gets a little confusing. Okay, it's time to start animating our letters. Let's choose the last letter in our name, tap Animate, and head over and check out the different animations. You can scroll over the top of the different animations and see them in action. Once you find one that you like, you're going to make sure that you click on it. When you do, so if I like Stomp, I'm going to click on Stomp, and I can scroll down and I can animate on Enter, on Exit, or on both. I want to animate on Enter for my name GIF. Once I do that, it's time to duplicate the page, so I'm going to tap the Duplicate button. I want to be sure to scroll up back to page 1. Now I can get rid of the last letter in my name and focus on the next letter. I'm going to tap Animate, and I like to keep my animations the same for my name. So I like to keep Stomp for all letters in my name, make sure it's all on Enter. And I'm going to repeat this process for every letter in my name. I duplicate the page, scroll up to page 1, delete the letter at the end, and animate the next letter. Now it's time to set the duration of our slides. Click your slide and find the little timer. I like to pick anywhere from 0.6 to 0.8 as my time. If you toggle on Apply to All Pages, it will apply that time to all pages. You can then view your timing. If you like it, leave it. If you don't, you can always change it and toy with the time. Anywhere from 0.6 to 0.8 works well for a GIF. You may also be in thumbnail view. Same thing, I click on the slide, I click on the timer, and I can adjust the timer as needed. Before we get started, we want to make sure we know which view we're in. There are two views in Canva. You've got scroll view and you've got thumbnail view. And to duplicate a page, it's a little different for each view. So I just want to take a second to show you where you can find that duplicate in the thumbnail view and also in the scroll view. Once you make your duplicate page, we want to make sure we're on the last page. Okay, we've been working on the first page. I'm going to make sure I take the animation off my N. Okay, and I'm going to remove that animation because I don't want the N to have an animation. Then I'm going to select all of my letters at once and I'm going to give them the same animation. So I'm going to draw a big box around all the letters, tap Animate. The animation I like for my full name animation is Wipe. So I can play with if I want it on the both, on Enter, on Exit. I like on Exit and I like to slow the wipe down. Then I can go hit the play button and I can see my GIF build and I can decide if I want to make adjustments or not after watching it. To me, that's a little too fast. So what I actually want to do is I want to control the page. So I'm going to click on the background so that I can get my little stopwatch and I want to adjust this to 2 seconds. Since it's my full name, I want a second to be able to read it. So I'm going to adjust it to 2 seconds, hit enter, and then I can hit the play button to watch again, and I can watch my GIF build. Okay, we're going to download by clicking the share button, tapping download, changing MP4 video to GIF. I like to make sure my size is pushed all the way up on the slide bar, and then I tap the purple download. It will take a little while to download, just be patient. It'll tell you when it's done and it will land wherever your downloads go on your computer. I know it can differ based on whatever tool you're using. I like to take my finalized one, add an extra page to my GIF document, and I actually like to take the GIF download and put it right into my GIF slideshow. So that way I have the final product right at the end and I can watch the GIF build and make sure I like the way it builds. But that's a little way that I like to keep it together.